feel so exhausted, but it has been a long day. This is just, you have seen him in which video was that?
Several videos.
Several videos,
but one
yeah.
that stands out for me is the one where we ate buried goat's meat.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I can't forget that.
Yeah, today we traveled from Kampala to Acholi land.
Acholi land, Gulu district,
How many
village.
How many kilometers are those?
Roughly 350 kilometers from Kampala.
Wow. And we traveled through the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are going to share with you a different culture from Uganda where we belong. This is different from us. I think just has more idea. I'll try to explain what I know, but I think he's more informed about this. Please, as you have seen the function, what has stand out for you?
Yeah, first of all, I want to appreciate eating the African way. That on top of displaying and showing people different kinds of foods and how they are prepared, they continue to also visit different cultures and try to appreciate the differences between the cultures. So we are Baganda.
Yes,
you are Muganda, I'm Muganda. But now we are here in the Acholi, among the Acholi people. And one of our very close friends, Brian, is getting married to his friend Susan, who they have been together for a long time. It so happens that Susan is from Acholi land. And when they are doing such ceremonies, the traditional ceremonies, they are done in accordance with the culture of the woman. So we had to travel from Kampala all the way to
Imagine.
350 kilometers, very long journey, but very beautiful journey also.
Wow.
And here, the first thing that strikes you is that in Buganda, the introduction takes 1 day.
Yeah, 1 day.
But here it takes 2 days. So that is the main difference, I believe. And here on day 1, that is the first day where you come and introduce yourself as the man intending to take the woman.
Does that need to happen at night?
Culturally, they decided that this happens at night. I am not very sure of the reasons, but when I've asked around, they have told me that the night time is more conducive and more secure for such functions to be done in their culture. So they prefer it during the night time and also to test the resolve of the man.
Wow.
So we have ended up having this culture going on for so long, and its uniqueness is the night ceremony. Now, in this night ceremony, the man is told to bring the bride price that he was told to bring. So he brings the bride price, and one of the standout moments is crawling, because when you're entering the compound of the parents of the bride, the man, the groom, and his contingent have to crawl. You cannot walk in. You have to crawl. So in this very beautiful attire that I'm wearing, we crawled and entered there.
I was imagining if you have a very big compound, what happens?
Maybe they can be understanding to you and put for you a certain distance where you crawl. But if you find very traditional families, they'll tell you to crawl the entire compound.
Wow.
So when you crawl, it is a sign of resolve. Now, at night, you present your bride price. When they see that your bride price is good and it's what they are demanded and there's nothing outstanding, then they'll do something called birthing you into the family. So you become a son in the family. You become part of the family. Now what happens on Saturday is the real introduction now.
Yeah, the following
After
day.
being birthed into the family, on the next day, it is being introduced to the community, to friends, to family, to in-laws, that you know what? Susan, like in today's case, has brought for us another son called Brian. And we are introducing him to the community. So on the second day is also where the groom will bring in some additional gifts that he has. And he will also be introduced all over the community. Also what happens, the marriage is blessed by the priest and is also blessed by the parents of both sides. So in Buganda, the other outstanding difference is when a Muganda man and a Muganda woman are doing a traditional marriage, the parents of the Muganda man do not attend that function. It is not allowed for the parents of the man to attend a traditional ceremony.
I don't know why it is supposed to be like that.
It is like that because when the man is courting the woman, he will go through his uncle and he will go through the woman's auntie. So the parents, because these are mature matters and they believe that children are sometimes shy, to share these matters with their parents, they'll usually go through intermediaries, and these intermediaries are usually uncles and aunties. That is why when the man is going for introduction, the parents will not go, but they'll send one of the most trusted uncles in the family to go and give guidance as the ceremony is happening. But here in Acholi, the parents of the groom are also part of the ceremony, and they attend this ceremony. So that is also another very, very fundamental difference. The other fundamental difference that is here and there, the Uganda ceremony has one day for everything to be done. And what happens is, here, until you're birthed into the family, you're seen as enemies. They don't even want to talk to you. You have to practically plead your way and force your way through. But in Uganda, they first welcome you, recognize you, give you something to eat, and then afterwards they'll tell you, why are you here?
And another thing I saw is the groom was paying a fine.
Now, as part of this culture, I also noticed that there are several fines that people pay.
Yes.
Including a fine if you come late. So if the bride's family tells you that the ceremony is going to start at 8 p.m. and you come at 9, they'll fine you.
Wow.
A lot of money.
And it's a must you have to pay. If you don't pay,
if you don't pay, no negotiation, nothing happens. And I think that is also something very key to note.
Yeah, and also if you give birth without introducing yourself to the parents, it's also a fine.
Yeah, so if the woman and the man have been cohabiting and they have kids, they have children.
Is that cohabiting?
Yeah, if you're cohabiting and then you have children, because you've been living together without being married, and then you have children. In this culture, here, they punish you. They tell you to bring very many cows, tell you to bring very many goats, they tell you to bring a lot of money sometimes. Wow. They can ask up to 7 million Uganda shillings, 10 million Uganda shillings.
Which happened actually during this event.
Yeah, in this event, our friend, because he had some kids with his best friend, he was supposed to pay fine.
So you pay for each kid differently?
Yes.
Wow.
So marriage is not easy. It is worth the risk, because at the end of the day, it is the person you love, and you want this relationship to go on forever, with this person being secure, that you have come to the family knows you officially, the community knows you. Yes.
And another thing I will want you to share to people about the food differences. What did you see?
Yeah, our foods down in central Uganda, amongst Abaganda, predominantly we have matoke, we have rice, we have posho, we have beef stew and all that. But here, there are very many stews that you cannot taste anywhere else.
Yes,
First of all, we have kalo. Kalo is millet, which is ground like posho.
Yes.
It's very good. I think you've done it in one of your episodes of Eating the African Way. I remember you've done it in one of the episodes. People should subscribe and look for that video.
Yes.
They'll see it. Then there is what they call paste.
Yeah, paste.
Where they mix eggs.
No,
they mix soya beans with, I don't know, is it shea butter? Something like that. And it produces a very tasty paste, which I would recommend everyone to take. Then even in their vegetables and greens, they had fried eggs there. Did you notice?
I was surprised that this is mixed with fried eggs and then greens.
You know, something which is supposed to be a vegetable, it's supposed to be healthy, has fried eggs. What an irony. But anyway, Eating the African Way and discovery.
But
so the foods were also very nice.
Yeah, thank you so much for keeping yourself on Eating the African Way. If this is your first time here, please consider being part of this family. And if you've been with us, thank you so much for being part of this growing family. What else? We saw dances, because each culture they have their traditional dances that welcome you into the function. How did you see this?
In Uganda we have Bakisimba.
Namogola, Bakisimba.
So you move your waist more. It's about the waist more. But here you move the legs and arms more, and the head.
The whole body is doing something. Active. Yes.
It is what they do when you're being welcomed into the compound.
Yeah, such
they
a
have
warm
a troop,
welcome. Yes.
And they give you this very warm welcome with this dance, which is very amazing.
All right, we are not going to make this video longer because I know we have shared most of the information we would want
And we
to
are
know.
still visiting more cultures.
Yes,
And
yes,
we shall share
more is
videos.
coming on this channel.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. Catch up later next video.
Subscribe,
Bye-bye.
like.
Yes, catch up later.